He literally changes games for us. He's at times our best player. In the Gold Cup final, he was our best player. This dude pulls the strings together. All the attackers we have in form, Gilberto Mora is the one that connects all of them. So I am very shocked.
Yes.
He's rumored to not start. But is it entirely the end of the world? No, because let's be honest. In 2026, if you got to pick between Brian Gutierrez and Gilberto Mora based off form, Brian Gutierrez deserves to start.
Correct.
This dude's been on absolute fire, and he fits our system. He has a good size. He's like 6 feet tall. He can score, both-footed. Has 2 goals.
Think of what Brian Gutierrez is as a player. He kind of has the stature of what Achacha was.
Of an English player.
That
Brian
too.
Gutierrez.
What was Achacha Hector Herrera known for with the selección? A player who would always take a shot with his left and his right foot from wherever the hell he wanted. I think that's Gutierrez. Gutierrez, we've seen him time and time put numbers up for the selección, be the one taking shots on target, and if he's missing by a margin, but he's at least shooting and trying to make things happen. Like you said, the perfect scenario would have been Gilberto Mora and Gutierrez because they both complement each other so well. And with Gil Mora, everyone plays better when Gil Mora's on the pitch.
Yes.
That's thing.
My main issue. That's why he's here. But like I said, it's not entirely the end of the world.
Right.
It's still a good thing. We still have a player like him off the bench. Our midfield is very stacked, way better than the one in the last World Cup. I mean, that midfield that's starting Fidalgo, Brian Gutierrez, Lira, it's good balance. We have Fidalgo that's going to be more collecting possession. Eric Lira as a stopper, being more as that CDM type of player, winning the ball back in front of the center backs. And then Brian Gutierrez, just let him cook. This dude's been cooking all of 2026. This dude was playing for the U.S. last year. Now he's representing us. This dude spawned out of nowhere. I'm expecting a very good tournament out of him. And if there's any fans watching that don't support the Mexican national team, that is definitely a player you guys should pay attention to.
Yes.
I think he'll definitely stand out. And, I mean, he's class. But I definitely expect Gilberto Mora off the bench instantly.
And it's going to be like an all eyes on me type of thing as soon as Gilberto Mora gets subbed on. The whole stadium is going to applaud, and it's going to be a nice thing to see.
Yeah.
Another player, Edson Alvarez, here or there, maybe he's rumored to be a center back for Vasco and potentially start over Cesar Montes. I wouldn't be a fan of it, especially in this type of game. But why would Vasco want an Edson Alvarez over Cesar Montes on Thursday, tomorrow?
If Edson starts over Cesar Montes at center back, it'd be because like I said, South Africa is not the best team. We want to be the A team. We want to dominate in possession. And Edson Alvarez starting at center back will probably be better for ball playing ability from the back. But South Africa, if they score, it's going to be for off a counter. If a set piece, I fully trust Cesar Montes more. So I just wouldn't take the risk.
Yeah.
And yeah, Edson Alvarez, our original captain, is going to have to be coming off the bench this tournament. But we have good players off the bench. Edson Alvarez, if we want to, if we want to defend the game and control the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Mora, creativity. Up top, Hormiga Gonzalez, freaking Santi Jimenez, Chino Huerta with his pace off the wing. Well, we have options off the bench. It's very exciting.
If we're looking for a goal, those are the names that are going to be subbed in, and they shouldn't have an issue making an impact off the bench. If we want to settle the score and just take those 3 points, Edson Alvarez, Jorge Sanchez, I can't believe I'm saying it. I even like Mateo Chavez coming off the bench for Gallardo. I think that is another player who can actually make a difference as soon as he's in.
Mora, though, it's not like, bro, this dude could impress tomorrow and he starts the second game. And by the way, breaking news, we will be at the Mexico versus South Korea game, so definitely stay tuned for all that content. Here in Guadalajara, we definitely had to go. The tickets are secured. W's in the chats. Let's go. It's going to be insane. So we need Mexico to build up the momentum to that game, so the game's even better when we go and we could secure first place that day. It could be the perfect day that day too, but it's exciting. The lineup. Now let's get into our score predictions. What will the score be tomorrow in the World Cup opener?
I'm feeling very confident about this game, and I truly believe that Mexico will win 3-0 versus South Africa. I think we get 1 goal in the first half. I think we get 1 goal in the first half, and that second half we can take advantage of South Africa trying to push, and we score 2.
And the players off the bench.
Gil Mora off the bench. I think we can absolutely win this game without conceding 3-0.
I 100% agree about the clean sheets. I mean, we've kept so many clean sheets over the last 2 years with Cesar Montes and Johan Vasquez as starters. I fully expect that tomorrow, and I'm gonna stick with my original prediction since we got drawn with South Africa. I've been saying 2-0.
Yeah,
I think that's just the perfect score. I mean, it's a convincing win, clean sheets. Happy days. I'd love for us to score more, obviously, but realistically, I think that's what's gonna happen. And yeah, we should fully expect the win. There's probably South Africans watching this video. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm way too confident. There's no thought in my mind that South Africa is getting points tomorrow.
I think
it's like impossible.
We're very confident, but I think the players as well are very confident. I think that should be the mindset in the locker room, and that's what Vasco should really be pushing into these players' heads, bro. That we're gonna win this game, and that we're gonna win it in such a nice way. That's why I predict the 3-0.
In my mind, and I hope they're thinking this way too, I'm looking at the round of 16.
There you go.
I'm building. This is all build up for the round of 16. We need to be there. We need to pull off one of the craziest wins we've ever had in our history.
I'm saying 3-0 because it has to be a statement win. I think the whole world's going to be watching. You have to put everyone on notice that this host nation is a nation that can actually make it to a far and have a Cinderella run. Like in 2018, Russia. You know, we saw Morocco, what they did in the last World Cup. You know, the list goes on. We saw Costa Rica have a nice run in 2014. I mean, it's possible, lads. And let's back our nation and let's get this win.
And if we start off on the right foot, I mean, everyone, like you said, everyone's going to be watching this game. There's like, Mexico's slowly starting to build traction as being like a dark horse team.
Yes.
This will like stamp it tomorrow. It just not the first game because everyone's gonna be watching it. I already see it. Like we win 3-0 and everyone on Twitter is gonna be like, "Oh shit, Mexico could actually do it." Did you see like, look at the amount of Mexicans in the stadium. You think these are gonna be easy to beat? It doesn't matter who you are. And like I keep saying, guys, this is just things I've been saying for over a year.
Yes,
like,
for the longest.
In my mind, we already won tomorrow. I'm just like excited to see how the World Cup actually looks. You know.
Oh man!
But I guess that's our prediction for the South Africa game tomorrow. What are your predictions for Mexico as a whole? Who do you think will be Mexico's top goal scorer in the World Cup?
I believe it'll be Julian Quiñones. He has that left wing position absolutely locked in, and the levels between the left wingers below him are huge. On the other hand, Raúl Jiménez, he can score a goal. I think he'll be the second one up, but the levels between the backups are more closer. Like I think Memote will get a lot of minutes. Santi Jimenez will get some minutes, and Hormiga. Those are all players who will be getting minutes, but Quiñones, on the other hand, I think he'll play the most minutes of the front three, and that's why I think he'll have the most goals.
Well, I forgot to ask you, who would be the 3 goals? Who would be the scorer?
Good. Let's do Quiñones for one. Raúl.
Penalty, huh?
A penalty for sure. And I want to say Gilberto Mora off the bench, and if not, Gutierrez. But one of the midfielders is going to score.
Every time I predict Mora to score, it never happens. He has yet to score for the national team, so I'm not going to curse him anymore. I think Raúl Jiménez will score a penalty. And we score off a set piece. But now that I'm thinking about it, that's kind of like, those are 2 goals. I'll just play it safe, though. Well, Raúl Jiménez is going to score straight up. I think it's going to be a penalty. And the second one would be a Cesar Montes or a Johan Vázquez off a set piece header. Boom. I see it happening already. I've been seeing it over the last year. These dudes always score off of set pieces. That's definitely bound to happen. And South Africa is one of the worst teams at set piece defending heading into this tournament. True. If you guys didn't know. So we're definitely going to capitalize on the set pieces. But yeah, I also agree. I think Quiñones will be our top goal scorer, which is crazy to say because he's only scored like 2 goals for the national teams in the 2 years he's been playing for us. But I mean, the form he's been in, he's one of the top goal scorers in the entirety of 2026 in all leagues around the world. He's in insanely hot form. And every time I simulate it on FIFA, he's always a top goal scorer. So we see how FIFA...
You're basing it off FIFA?
Yeah, we see how FIFA get the World Cup prediction, right? True. So if they're saying Quiñones to be the top goal scorer, I'm going to go with it as well, and I see it happening.
I think I'm just saying Quiñones because Quiñones doesn't play like an actual wide winger. He's very close to Raúl. And it's always Raúl who's pulling the player. It's always Raúl who has that player on his back, leaving Quiñones with space. Quiñones is a player who just crashes the box at the end. Yeah. And I think Piojo, Israel Reyes, whoever's in that on that right side is going to be feeding.
Yep. And Quiñones is just very active. He can run in behind. He drops in deep for the ball.